Teaching Standard 2D has been met with a group of Year 8 girls during their cycling this term. With the aim of having cycling on the curriculum at Viners is obviously to provide students with the knowledge, the confidence and the skills to be able to cycle outside of school. So I felt the best way to do this was to establish a really consistent and effective routine for all cycling lessons, so students have maximum amount of time for cycling. This was highlighted to the students from the very start, so from day one, the routine was explained to the students, and obviously put the onus back on them that the more effectively and efficient they do this, the more lesson time that they have. So this first one shows, I just open these two doors, and students are then responsible for getting their own helmet, putting it on, checking that the strap under their chin is nice and tight, and at the back of their head the helmet is securely on. They then, if they can't do that, or some of their peers are struggling, they must go and try and help two of their peers, or if they themselves are struggling with their helmet, they must ask two of their peers to help them to try and get their helmet on. They only then can they come and ask me, because obviously, you know, we're trying to promote independence, and I feel this is the best way that students learn, especially for something like cycling, when the aim is that they are able to do it by themselves outside of school. Once the students have got their helmets, then they make their way up to the bike shed, so I'm waiting for them up there, and where I've started to organise the bikes. So students then come and get in height order, which makes it a lot easier and a lot more efficient, because the bikes obviously vary in height, and the smaller bikes are towards the front. So getting them into height order just makes sense, and it speeds up the process. And this video just shows a student going through the routine of checking her brakes, checking her saddle, and as you can see, her helmet is nice and secure on her head and nicely fastened under her chin. So then we also talked about how to fix your chain. So I did this, you know, in front of the class, showed them how to do it. That particular time I was showing them 2 chains broke, so I was giving lots of opportunity to show the students exactly how to do it, and then give them the opportunity to do it. So they were able then to help each other and sort of recall what I just said, and then practice actually changing the chain themselves. The impact of this routine then is that students are able to, so once they've done all their basic checks on their own bikes, they make their way back to, so this is where they got the helmets initially, and then they wait in a nice straight line for me to get down there for the lesson to begin properly. The impact of this then is that students are able to have maximum amount of lesson time. They are excuse me, they are independent, and are responsible then to be taken off site. We have more time to do that, and students then just get more practice time in for their cycling. I feel this has demonstrated a good knowledge of how students learn, and a good reasoning for why promoting independence for something like cycling is so important, because obviously the ultimate aim is for them to be independent and cycle themselves, both safely and independently.